Well, hello, ladies and gents. Grab your beverage of choice, coffee, tea, or electrolyte water like mine, and let's do some shopping. Because unless you live under a rock or on another planet, you know that everybody, all of the big retailers right now are having their specials, whether it's Amazon or Walmart or Best Buy or books.org. I mean, everybody is having their specials right now. And I want to share some of my picks with you. Most of these things are daily deals or deals that I use on a daily basis, but they're at a great price point right now because, boy, things have gotten so expensive. So if you can buy in quantity on staples that you use over and over again, well, I think that's a good thing. Also, if you're like me and the only kind of shopping you like to do is thrifting, well, then online shopping does make it easy. So what do you say?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, we're going to go through these pretty fast and furiously, and I'm going to categorize them in a couple of different ways. Number one, these are going to be some of the staples that I use on a regular basis, whether they're household staples or skincare and beauty staples, things of that nature that I use on repeat and I seem to order over and over again. And most, if not all of these are on great deals right now, regardless of wherever you shop for them. We will supply links, but obviously go to wherever you like to enjoy shopping if you have a preferred retailer. So starting with, and then my other category, I'm digressing. My other category are going to be some seasonal favorites, things that I want to have on hand for Halloween, for Thanksgiving, just staples that I like to have for the holidays, some books, and just a few things that are kind of fashion-y. I also, in my newsletter and on Instagram, I'm going to be sharing some recommendations from guest recommenders like Stuart, like my sister Meg, like my bestie Deborah, and they're going to make some recommendations on things that they like too. I think maybe even Hubs will get in the act. Okay, so let's take a break, and when we come back, let's start out with my essentials. Okay, I've got my basket of goodies right here, starting out with my number one. Boy, this is at a great price point right now, and that's Aquaphor Healing Ointment. I can remember my mother-in-law always having this. I've just rediscovered it lately. I just bought 6 bottles of this, and we will supply the link. I love this stuff. It really, the moisturizing, it stays with me, a couple days in advance, and it's great if you've got really, really crepey skin or dry skin that needs a little TLC. This is my number one recommendation, and I just bought a ton of it. Number 2, and this is something I use every single day, and there's different brands of it. I have found that it almost doesn't make any difference which brand you use. They're all pretty good. The one that I use is Day Glow Serum, but there are a couple of others, at least on Amazon, that are on sale right now. One of them is True Skin. We'll put a couple of links. But again, I find that it's just really, really good. Vitamin C, antioxidant, a base for your makeup, skincare. I use this every single day. I've probably ordered this same brand or a similar brand 4 or 5 times. So that's number 2. Number 3, the other thing that I use on repeat is just pure hyaluronic acid. I use this at night. I use it whenever I have a rosacea flare-up. I use it on my lips. I use it just about everywhere. It is great, especially if your skin is, it's a little drier when the humidity is starting to get lower, and I especially always take it to Colorado with me. So it's really, really great. You can use it in the morning. You can use it at night. You can use it on your birthday. You can use it whenever because this stuff is great and it's on sale right now. Okay, this is another thing that I have talked about on my channel forever. You guys have discovered it too. It is, I think, one of the best products for its money anywhere of any kind across any category. And Stuart's laughing at me. That is Essence mascara. I love this stuff. It is now like $3.47 a tube. It is great. I have used all the expensive stuff. I've used the cheap stuff, but this is always a staple. And you can buy 2 or 3 tubes of this at a time, or you can do the subscribe and save wherever you like to do your purchasing. But this stuff is great. I also like it as stocking stuffers. And I just like the one that comes in the purple or the turquoise tube. I know Coral likes the one that comes in kind of a roundish tube. I'm not sure which one that is, but they're all good. They're all good, and they're all inexpensive, and most of them are on sale right now. So you need to go for that. Okay, this is a staple that I bought a long time ago, and I probably only in the past couple of months have I started to use them, and they are great. And I'm getting some extra right now because I believe they're on sale, and I'm going to be using these as stocking stuffers. They're so inexpensive, I would get them whether they were on sale or not. And these are Swedish dishcloths. Now, these are great. They come in very, very fun patterns. There's all sorts of different patterns. I got the William Morris blend. And what I like about these is that they are, once you wet them down, they're like a kind of a hybrid of a rag and a sponge. I also like them because they don't get that soury, mildewy smell. If you wet it down and you leave it in your sink for a while, Stuart's nodding like he knows. We all know that smell. Okay, these are great. The other reason I love them is when you wet them, they are the perfect hand size. They're the perfect hand size for almost any job. I've used them to clean my windows. I use them every single day to wash my dishes. They are wonderful, and I think rolled up, 2 or 3 of them rolled up with a little ribbon or something. Great stocking stuffers. So many fun, different patterns. Modern, edgy, cute, traditional. They're wonderful. And, well, did I say they're wonderful? I love these. And again, I've just started really using them on repeat, and I think I've got these on subscribe and save. So definitely this is something else that I order over and over again. Kind of a strange thing that I would say that I'm ordering over and over again, but that I've just discovered recently, and that is these earrings. So these are on sale right now. What I love about them is I have a lot of, you guys know I love hoops, and I have a lot of hoops, and most of them I buy here locally at the different boutiques that are within walking distance. But I wanted some that were a lot larger than the ones I could find. These are 7 millimeters or 70 millimeters, and I got them online, and I like them so much that I have now reordered them 3 times in 3 different colors, and I believe they're on sale right now. They're only like $13 or $14, but I just love them because it makes it easy to get dressed in the morning. I also think they're great for people like me who have kind of ear-length hair, because they hang down just below your bob, and then you can see them. Some of the daintier earrings get they get lost. As Stuart often tells me when we're doing the outfit of the day, you can't find them because they're behind my puffy hair. So I love these, would make a great stocking stuffer. I've got them in silver, and I just ordered the gold and the black. So that's kind of an essential for me too. Hoop earrings are an essential for moi. When we come back, I want to talk a little bit about some other things, some books, let's just say some gifts for myself that I don't really need, but, well, what the heck, they're on sale. Okay, Stuart just gave me, a great tip, and he said, you need to keep telling people now is the time to stock up on stocking stuffers. And I am somebody that likes their stocking stuffers to be very practical and not just a bunch of tchotchkes that you stick in the stocking. I really want them to be used and be valuable. So there are several different things, but one of them I think would be a great deal, and that's this Eucerin lotion. The other thing that are on sale right now, I don't have an example to show you, but I buy these every single year at this time as stocking stuffers for my boys and for Hubs and myself, and that is the Whitestrips, the Crest Whitestrips. Boy, they're on deep discount right now, and you get 1 box, and then you can separate them out, and you can put a number of them in the stockings. So I think that's a great stocking stuffer idea too. This one is a Hubs recommendation, kind of, sort of. So Recently, my Echo Dots, my Echoes from Alexa have been giving me fits, but boy, I love this little Sony take it with you speaker. Hubs takes this one absolutely everywhere. He uses it in his car. He uses it when we go camping. He uses it when we are sitting outside by the bonfire or something, uses it, as I said, all of the time. And he's got this one in gray. You don't have to have it plugged in to power for it to work. You can use it, just basically charge it up. And well, I just love it. It works a lot better than I think the Echo Dots and the Echoes. So since he liked his so much, and when he leaves, I don't have it to use, I just bought myself a present. This is on great discount right now. We did buy it in 2 different colors, so there will never be a question as to whose is whose, or who belongs to who. So he can't accuse me of taking his and vice versa. These are great. I think they're on sale for like $48. Stuart, you need one of these. The other reason I love them, the sound is excellent. So if you've got a teenager in your life, if you've got a preteen in your life, if you've got a fisherman, a gardener who likes to take it with them out in the garden, then I highly, highly recommend this. This is something that I got also because I wanted to have it on my potting bench. Okay, so that's another deal. So something else that I bought for myself that I didn't need. I needed it like a hole in the head, but I wanted it, and I'm really being very conservative about buying this type of thing, but that is more dishware. So, as you know, when I moved to the cottage, I wanted to get more into blue and white. I have given away a lot of my different kinds of china and place settings because I have started collecting blue and white Spode. And so I have the dishes to that. I bought not too long ago the platter. You can see it. Well, I'm pointing to it. Yeah, Stuart will give you a picture of it. I bought it when it was on sale. And now I have bought the casserole because I think it's just simply beautiful. It is on sale. It's Spode Italian. I bought it, I think it was like, I don't know, 20 to 30% off. Now, I bought it not only to use for scalloped potatoes and different breakfast casseroles and things like that, but I also bought it because I can put some kind of that natural oasis in it, foam in it, and I can make fresh flower arrangements, and I think it will be beautiful. And it also fits perfectly on my mantle. So this is kind of a multi-purpose piece. I'm not sure if this one, I bought it on a lightning deal, and if this isn't one of the pieces that's on sale right now, a lot of the other pieces are. So if you, like me, are shopping for blue and white Spode, or you're collecting it for a child, or you're getting it as a wedding gift, then look at all of the different pieces that are on sale. I would take any of them, and I think they're beautiful and very fun. Okay, speaking of using things for your tablescapes for the holidays, whatever, candles. So some of these no drip candles, Stuart's nodding his head. Okay, yeah. I go through taper candles like nobody's business. I go through candles like nobody's business. In addition to all of the faux candles that we have in the backyard, some of which are solar powered or battery operated, I like to use real candles in the morning when I am meditating. So I will light them. I don't light them just for special occasions. I light them on repeat. So it can be expensive if you don't buy them on sale. And I also, by the way, I typically like the ones that are a little bit taller. So you can find them easily in 12-inch. The link I think we're going to give you is the 14-inch. The other tip right now is buy them in your colors of choice. Now, typically I like just ivory colored, but I also like a very, very pale bluish gray. I like to use those at the holidays, around Christmas time and in the winter. And there's also colors now that you would consider to be more Halloweenish, like in black and in orange. So test out this link because I buy them you know, in great quantities. Also, if you know somebody else that likes to use taper candles, these make great stocking stuffers, and my daughter-in-law Taylor has started using a lot more of them. So these in their signature colors would be an interesting and unusual, but a really great stocking stuffer. Okay, now speaking of the holidays, well, you know what? Let's come right back, and I'm going to start you off with a couple of things for Thanksgiving that I'm really loving right now. And, you know, Halloween is just right around the corner. So we'll talk about those when we come back. Okay, so another sweater that I actually purchased last year that I love is this Pretty Garden sweater. I got it on Amazon, I think. Let me stand up. Stuart, I don't know if you can torque the camera or not here because I'm standing up. We've got it on a tripod, but I think it's really good looking. It's comfortable. It's not overly hot. I like its oversized nature, and it just is a great schlepping around the house. I also like the fact that it's black and white and has kind of a skeleton feel to it for the holidays. My sister Meg also made some recommendations on her list that we'll be putting up on Instagram. And you know, it's not a really hot, it's not super expensive. It's not super high quality. It's just super practical, I think. Most of my other really good quality cashmere and things like that, I actually get when I'm thrifting, sometimes from Lily Silk or Classy, some of those companies that I like to work with. Okay, I love these. I love these. I just bought them. You guys know that Thanksgiving is my holiday. It's my favorite holiday. I really love to set my tables. And this year, the star of the show is going to be Tom Turkey. These are resin turkeys. They come in a trio. We'll give you the link. And they're actually in kind of 3 different sizes. But I love the way they look. Now, these are they're kind of gold-flocked. What I think I'm going to do is burnish them up a little bit, maybe with some dark ebony brie wax or something, so they look a little bit older, just a little bit more antique. These will, you know, parade up and down. The flock will parade up and down my table. And I'm also looking at a larger one, but I don't want to recommend it to you until I get it and I see if it's good enough quality that I recommend it to you. As I've told you a million times, I only recommend things that I use that I really love. So I think these are adorable. They're not expensive. I think they're on sale right now. They could either be dressed up or dressed down, but I think they would be gorgeous on a table. The other thing that you might want to look at right now are different cloth napkins. I especially love the brand called Hermione. I don't know if it's Hermione or whatever, but some of these will be in my list, in my Linda Vater favorites, if you want to check that out. If you like to have, like I do, lots of cloth napkins to use throughout the year, and especially for Thanksgiving, there's some beautiful ones, and I'll show you my ones of choice. I think Coral's going to put them up on on one slide that will be on my Instagram page. Okay, something that's kind of fun, and we will get into Halloween with some things that I want to show you at the neighbors across the street. But before we do that, I want to show you these fun, and I'm not going to take them out of their packages yet, but they're 3D bat decorations. And they just come with an adhesive, and you can stick them on anything. You can stick them all around a mirror. You could stick them all around a scary, spooky painting on your door. You could stick them on pumpkins. Well, you could stick them just about anywhere. I might stick one on Stuart's back without him knowing it, and he'll be a bat. These were really, really inexpensive. I bought them online, but they're very fun, obviously very packable, and I don't know, they would be great on a Halloween gift, or if you're doing gift bags or gift totes, I think it would be really, really cute to use these. They are by Pateno, I think, and I want to say they were like $4 or $5. I can't remember. Yeah, there'd be gift tags, really cute, and they're 3D, and they just have more dimension to them. So when we come back, we're going to go across the street, and I'm going to show you some other really, really cute luminarios and lanterns for Halloween. Well, welcome to Candy Cane Lane. That was the theme that the Soil Sisters, Kelly and Andrea, used for putting together this fun display of pumpkins. And you can see that definitely the theme is the color coding in candy corn. And I think it's really fun. Candy Corn Lane, they have entitled it. But they also added some things so that it's not only beautiful during the day, it's really fun at night. And those are things that are illuminated. And I love these luminarios. You see how they are? They're like a paper, waterproof paper, and then they're on a wooden stand, and then you just put a waterproof solar or battery operated candle in there, so there's not a problem with any kind of flammability. And they've gone on marching up and down the steps. And I think those are really, really cute. And then, lots going on in the neighborhood, as always. And then look at these cute guys. These are just metal pumpkins. They come in 3 different sizes. I love the fact that they're black on the outside, gold on the inside. They too have battery operated candles in them, though obviously since they're metal, you could actually use real candles. They're fun just sitting here on their porch stoop, but they would also be very, very fun, I think, suspended from trees or just maybe even from fishing lines, so they looked as if they were just floating over your porch. The other fun thing, these actually were a gift from moi to them, and that are these kind of lacy back curtains. Now, these were intentionally designed when you buy them, and how they were selling them would be to draw the ribbon all together and then have it floating over a lampshade. But I think they look so much cuter used as little curtains in my neighbor's windows. And that is, of course, why I gifted them to them. And I think they look really fun with their black and white pillows, kind of scary. And it's very, very fun when they're illuminated at night. So there are some spooky Halloween inspired deals for you to check out right now. Let's go back to the garden, and I'm going to show you some of my very special gardening tools that are indispensable that I use every day, and they're on sale. Okay, well, Stuart and I are going to dodge my sprinklers that are getting the ryegrass going to show you a couple of things that, well, you guys have seen them over and over again, but they're on sale now, and things that I practically always, if I'm going to buy things in this category, I buy them when they're on sale because I'm just cheap that way. So come on up. And stop to appreciate all the monarchs, the beautiful, beautiful It's a Breeze rose. And then walk this way. Be careful of your footing, Stuart. And then my trusty WORX blower. This very one is on sale right now. I can't remember if the sale price was with or without the battery. So yeah, so always make sure that you order the battery at the same time if it's not part of the packaged deal. But this is on sale. I've mentioned this a million times, and I have been asked about it a million times because it's just a one-hand wonder. Gets rid of pests of all kinds. And I love it, and it's on sale right now. So it would make a great Christmas gift for the guy or gal gardener in your life. It would also, I think, make a great housewarming gift. Okay, the other thing that's on sale right now in my little potting area is my potting table. And I bought this one years ago, but it's a staple. You can typically find it. Mine is obviously scratched up and old, but I love the fact that unlike a wooden potting bench, this is metal and it can really stand any kind of weather conditions. It's easy to keep clean. It's lightweight to move. There are different styles of this. Mine doesn't have any kind of backsplash or anything of that nature. There are some that it do. And whether you're looking at it for your kitchen, for your garage, for your basement, as just a really sleek work surface for anywhere, then I would highly recommend checking these out. They are on sale now. And again, there's all different kinds and styles. The other thing that's on sale are my storage boxes. I ordered one, then I ordered another, then I ordered the double wide, and I absolutely love these. They are great waterproof storage, whether it's for your pillows and things, or for me, it's for all of my gardening accoutrement. I can keep one here, lightweight enough, so if I have to pull it out, I can do that even with one hand, but good looking enough so that you can keep them out, use them for even maybe additional seating or a bench, but they're wonderful and they are on sale right now, and I highly encourage you to take a look at them. I am not sure if my WORX Nitro pruner is on sale or not, but I always recommend this, and if it's on sale now, then you definitely want to put this in on your Christmas list or in your own gift basket. Yeah, Stuart's mama, I love mine. I love mine. This is my second pair, actually. I think I took my first pair someplace else, left them, and I never got them back. So I bought another set or another one. What would you call that?
Pair of scissors?
Pair of whatever, pruners. Anyhow, I love them. If you don't have them, you need them. Okay, this is my favorite Halloween thing this year. It is a retro garland. These are cardboard. They're just hole punched so you can thread a ribbon through it and you can hang it just about anywhere. But I think these are darling, and what I think they would be great for, because they're really inexpensive and available now, is to get these and then individually tie a ribbon through these. And you know how you give Halloween or you give Valentine's out at Valentine's Day? I think using these as Halloween cards and giving them to your classmates or as gifts or something, maybe with a black and white sucker or something tied with a ribbon on it, I think would be so, so cute. I think that'd also be cute if you don't have a ton of trick-or-treaters to give away as a trick-or-treat item, again, with a sucker maybe poked through one of the holes. You can get black and white suckers on Amazon. I got them last year, and I think that would be really cute. But I just love how retro they are. And it takes me back to trick-or-treating in Knoxville, Tennessee when I was in grade school. I think they're absolutely adorable. I want to say this was maybe like $4 or something, but I think it is a great bang for your buck and just cute as a button. No, this is not a parachute. Stuart asked me as I was putting it on. This is my weighted vest. This is on sale right now. I have actually bought two. The first one I bought, True Confections, was way too heavy for me. And in fact, Stuart, I might gift it to you. This one is just the right number of pounds. I want to say it's like 5 or 6. It's so lightweight, you can just wear it around the house. It's great if you are concerned about osteopenia or osteoporosis and you really want to make sure you've got good bone density. One of the reasons I love to row on my Averon, and also why I like to wear this. And they are on sale right now. I got it in blue, but it comes in different colors. I think it's really a great idea for anyone of perimenopause, menopausal age, who is concerned about maintaining their bone density and their bone health. It would make a great gift, and it's on sale right now. Okay, these, I don't have a picture to show you. I have not ordered them yet, but I think everybody, if you are like me and you suffer from like heel pain or foot discomfort, it's time. You know how they tell you every once in a while you should switch out your tennis shoes? I think you also need to do that with your slippers, partly because slippers get yucky over time. They get yucky over time. If you're like me, you wear them outside, they get kind of gross. And even though I don't typically like to be a disposable kind of gal, I nevertheless think that slippers are something that need to be replaced frequently. And so I am going to replace these. These are Kookaburra by UGG, and I like them, but it's time to replace them. And this year I'm going to replace them with a different brand that gets equally good as reviews and are less expensive. I think it's called Cloud Form, We'll put a link up to them. I'm probably going to get just the basic essential looking ones that are in tan with the fluffy white around them. It always makes me feel fresh and crisp to have a new pair of slippers to welcome in fall and winter. And again, would make a great Christmas gift or New Year's gift or something along those lines, or give everybody a pair to wear at your Thanksgiving table when your guests arrive, and they're on sale right now. Something else that is on sale, amazingly to me, and I've seen it on sale in a number of different places, even though it's not released yet officially, and that's my book, A Year of Garden-Inspired Living. It is on... with a guaranteed pre-order price right now. It's officially available on October 21st, though I have to say, those that came to the garden tour the other day got a real surprise because we managed to get, I don't know how many we sold, a lot of copies. The rest of us mere mortals just have to wait. So, but you can get it at a really great price right now. I think I saw it for as low as $23 pre-order. It's normally $30. This is an act of love. We're going to be talking about it a lot more on my channel, the different ideas, the inspiration for it, but it would make a great gift for yourself or for a loved one. And by the way, I'm going to be doing a book signing in Falls Village, Connecticut at 100 Main at Bunny Williams store with my buddy Anita, and someone else is going to be joining me. By the way, I think it's November 7th. We'll be getting you more details. And that is Janet Mavick, whom you may be familiar with because you love her orchard line jewelry as much as I do, but she now has a new book out called Bird Haven Farm. This is also on sale right now. You can see I've already got my copy, and she is going to be with me selling copies of her book at that book signing at 100 Main. And so if you want to get a preview copy and buy it on sale, you can bring it with you to the garden signing. But it's just really a beautiful, beautiful book, swoon worthy. And if you also want to see how an artist gets inspiration for her line of jewelry, I think this would be a great buy. I have worn her jewelry for years. Now, this book is also on sale. There's a limited number of copies, at least on Amazon. And this may be one of the most beautiful books I've ever received. I got this from my friend Deborah, and I think it is so appropriate for this time of year. It's absolutely stunning. I like to have it out for everyone to peruse, my guests to peruse when they come over. It's a great coffee table book, and the images are just spectacular. What do you call this? Daguerreotype? Am I think so. Pronouncing that correctly? But the images are just incredible. I mean, they're just wonderful. I think it's one of the most beautiful books ever. Just look at that. That's one of my favorite images in the book, this pair. So I highly recommend that you check this out too. If you know someone that is pretty artsy, then I think it would be a great gift for them. But I think it's also beautiful. I can see my son Jamie loving this book because it's just beautiful in black and white. So that's my third book recommendation, though I bet there are a lot of other great gardening books and books we just like to read, novels and such. I am listening now to an Isabella Allende book, and it's about to be reading season in front of the fireplace, so check these out. And lastly, I really want to thank everyone who came to help support OU Breast Institute this past weekend. We had Chamber of Commerce weather. The weather was absolutely divine, a beautiful breeze, bright blue Oklahoma sky on a gorgeous October Saturday. And we had over 200 people who came to the tour, I believe, which was just in and of itself a marvel. But I could not believe how many of you showed up. We had followers from Wisconsin, Utah, North Carolina, Texas, Louisiana, Colorado, California, I'm missing somebody. New York, a lot of Texans. I'm sure I'm missing someone. Kansas. And I can't tell you how flattered I was that you would take the time to come out and visit the cottage on the hill. I know you also got to see a lot of our local sites and enjoy the Heritage Hills Historic Home Tour. So thank you for coming. So many of you brought sweet, sweet gifts, from homemade jewelry to homemade cards to cheese from Wisconsin, gifts for little Danny. Someone brought me some sage with a wonderful recipe for roasted pork medallions with sage. I'm trying to think of all of the simple things, but this may have been my favorite gift, because even though all of these recommendations I just gave you are wonderful and will be very much appreciated, nothing is typically appreciated as much as a homemade gift. And look at this embroidered piece that says Cottage on the Hill. I just think this is just so special to me. Yeah, framed beautifully, and I just love it. I know exactly where this is going to hang. It's going to hang in my laundry room. Well, I will see it all of the time with where some of my other needlework gifts are hanging. So thank you so much. Let me see if I can find. Honestly, I'm embarrassed to say I have so many cards and things that sometimes they get mixed up, I think. Forgive me here, and if I'm crediting the wrong person. Judy and Bill Russell, thank you for your hospitality and inspiration. And if not, please correct me. I saw and met a lot of people that day. And while I remember faces, I especially recognize eyes. I'm not always so good about recognizing individual names and putting it all together, but please know how much I appreciated your presence, your gifts, your kindness, and how supportive you are with one another. I think that's the main thing, that here in this LV community, we all try to support one another, because definitely we have more in common than what separates us. And those of us that are gardeners, well, we just have a whole lot in common, don't we? And hopefully one of those things is that we want to subscribe, to follow, to hit the like button, and most importantly, to share this kind of content with others who might need a smile, a card, or someone that they can listen to as they go through the course of their day. Thank you guys so much. Please stay tuned, because tomorrow we're going to have on part 2 of that fabulous, fabulous home that we saw, the upstairs. Wasn't it incredible? Some of you mentioned, and I will check into it, that some of the paint colors, some of them listed a satin finish, and I think she opted for a high gloss, but the colors were the same. And then someone else said that one of the links went to a Pinterest page with different colors of greens. So I'll try to find out the exact color. That was actually put together by her decorator. And I'm not sure at what point in the decorating process that was compiled. So we will check into that. Lots to do, lots to get ready for the holidays and for Halloween, and of course, creating more content for you guys to enjoy. Thank you so much.